Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to start a new series on my YouTube channel called Data Science FAQ, which is frequently asked questions in the field of data science, because in my social media accounts I always get asked this type of questions. So I said, why not I make a series on YouTube and I answered most frequently questions in data science. So this is the video number 1, and I'm going to answer the most frequent question I got: how to start learning data science. I'm going to share my own experience, how I learned it, and how I mentor my students, and how you should learn data science. So let's start this video. Alright, so before I start this video, let me show you the resources that usually people who come to me and asks me how to start learning data science, they'll be like, I went to Coursera and I took a bunch of courses, but I still feel that I don't know what data science is, or I'm a good data scientist or not. So let's go quickly on the resources that are more frequently heard from my students. First of all, I get most of my students, they're like, I went to Coursera and I took this course, machine learning from Stanford by the great Dr. Andrew, and I'm telling you this is a good course, but bear with me, wait, let me finish the video, okay? So Coursera is one of the good resources if you want to learn data science or machine learning or basically anything. They do have a lot of good courses. Most of them are free. If you want the certificate, you can pay it, or you can go for the financial aid. So Coursera is one of the most common resources that my students learn from it, okay? So then we have DataCamp. By the way, most of these resources I use them by myself, and I did learn a couple of things from it, but just wait till the end of the video, okay? So Coursera, and then we have people will be like, okay, DataCamp is a great website that provides an online bootcamp, OB, which is an online bootcamp. Currently I'm enrolled in data scientist with R. I already finished the data scientist with Python. You can go to my LinkedIn profile and check the certificate. So, and I also reviewed this video on my YouTube channel here. It might pop up in the ID card. You can check it out. So in DataCamp, basically they have something called career tracks. They have data scientists in Python, data scientists in R. They have machine learning in Python, machine learning in R. So these are career tracks. Inside career tracks there are a bunch of courses, and they do take you from zero, from the beginning, and they get harder and harder and stuff. So this track is has 88 hours, 22 courses, and it's in an R language, okay? So DataCamp is also a great source to learn data science, and I do use this website frequently, okay? And then we have DataQuest, which is exactly equivalent to DataCamp, but I do like DataQuest because they have some amazing math courses, math and statistics courses, which are related to machine learning and data science. Now, that doesn't mean that DataCamp doesn't have courses in math and statistics, but I also learned from DataQuest, and I finished all the tracks they have, and both of them are good. I mean, there is a video, no, I don't think there is video in English between DataCamp and DataQuest. I do have it in Arabic, but it's the English version does not exist. I didn't make it. So basically, this one has a lot of courses, this one has a few courses. This DataQuest, they have amazing math and statistics courses. related to data science. So if you are rusty in math and statistics and you want to learn it from the beginning, I would recommend you go to the DataQuest. But if you want to learn a lot of things like cloud computing, machine learning, big data, NLP, these type of things, go to the DataCamp. This is like a short review or the comparison between DataCamp and DataQuest. Okay. So some of them, they also come from DataQuest, my students. Okay. And then we have this is actually a certification. Now most of the students will be like, which certification should I get, because they're used of like if you are in IT, you want to get into the networks, you will be like, okay, which Cisco certification should I get, or which Microsoft certification should I get? So people immediately go and jump on a certification, and they think that whatever the material they're going to learn to acquire this certification, they'll be enough, which is wrong. You shouldn't go to the certification. You should learn the fundamentals. Again, wait till the end of the video. Okay, until now I'm sharing all the resources that I know about data science and that my students are coming from. We have EDX, which is kind of like equivalent to Coursera, and EDX and Coursera, they have a lot of good courses and tracks. I mean, this track or mini course or something, whatever, they have like a bunch of courses, and this one is actually an IBM Python basics for data science. Basically going to learn Python programming language, but in the field of data science. So they won't get into the object oriented. I think they're just gonna teach you some fundamentals of Python, like variables, if, loops, data structures, data type, sorry, not the data structure. And then they'll be like teaching you about libraries like pandas, numpy. Basically you will learn fundamentals of Python, and then you're going to jump immediately to data science. Okay, good course, but again, wait till the end of the video. And some of them will be like, okay, should I get masters in data science? By the way, I do have a master's in data science. I graduated in 2019. Okay, so what else do we have? We have Springboard. Springboard is kind of like DataCamp and DataQuest, but they have no, DataCamp and DataQuest, they're like online boot camps. Springboard is also an online bootcamp, but Springboard is very expensive, and I think they're recorded or there are live sessions. I don't remember. I think there were live sessions. And yeah, the only difference, not the only difference, but the difference between DataCamp and DataQuest. First of all, DataQuest doesn't have videos. They're all articles and exercises. DataCamp, they have articles, exercises, and videos, and projects. And Springboard, they will assign a mentor to you. So if you have any questions, you can just immediately ask. It's like you have a private tutor, PT, private tutor, and you have access for 1 year to their courses. I remember there were live sessions, but now maybe they switched to recorded videos. I don't quite remember, but a lot of people I know, they're amazing data scientists on LinkedIn. They did learn from Springboard, and Springboard is very expensive. You go and check it out by yourself, but it's very expensive. There's another one called This is Mythis. It's less expensive than Springboard, but it's still the same thing. It's an online bootcamp. This is Mythis. They do have an offline bootcamp. Now I don't remember if Springboard they have offline bootcamp, but I'm pretty sure that This is Mythis they have offline bootcamp in US and I think in UK also. Go check it out, and they have a bunch of courses sorry, online. Okay, we do have General Assembly, a bootcamp, an online bootcamp, which is similar to This is Mythis and Springboard, but General Assembly, basically they do provide an online and an offline bootcamp. You can see here they have the best bootcamp in 2020 or something like that. I did take a similar bootcamp from General Assembly about data science. You can also go and check the certificates on my LinkedIn profile. I will review later on. Okay, right now I'm just showing the resources that I know and my students are coming from in the field of data science, so you can have a rough idea about the sources that you can choose to learn data science. I still haven't said to you that which one is good. I'm just giving you some information about them. Okay, again, wait till the end of the video. Now, after we seen bunch of resources to learn data science, now these are like all are online. I mean, don't forget that there are some YouTube video channels, some books, articles. So now what I'm going to tell you, that whenever someone comes to me and tell me that I went to Coursera, I went to EDX, I went to this bootcamp, I'm doing my masters and whatever, I first go and I start from the beginning. Okay, first of all, since you took the decision to start your journey to learn data science, first thing you should do that you have to change your mindset. Now you'll be like, what do you mean by changing my mindset? What that's supposed to mean? Let me tell you something. Most of my students, when they come to me and they ask me like, Mr. Fahad, does data science require some math? Because when I was in high school, I wasn't good at math. So if I choose data science, obviously I'm going to fail and I'm not going to learn it. So does data science requires you to know math? And some of them will be like, okay, I don't like programming. I don't want to be programmer or software developer. I don't know why I don't like programming. Maybe because most common, whatever. So first thing you should do, remove everything from your mind. Forget about this one. Forget about this one. Clear your mind, because you're about to start your journey. Okay, in the upcoming videos I'll be explaining about math and programming, but for now, change your mindset. You're about to change your mindset. You have to change your mindset. Why you have to change your mindset? Because you're starting a new journey, a data science journey. In data science, we do learn programming, but we won't be programming something. Now for that I'll come later on. Okay, you are going to program, but not the way as a software developer, unless you want to become a machine learning engineer. Again, later on. I'm not going to give you details right now. I'm just going you step by step. Okay, change your mindset. Clear your mind. Clear your mind and remove all these obstacles. You still haven't started learning data science. Then why are you putting these obstacles? And you have a lot of questions. Okay, is it going to be hard? How long is it going to take me to learn data science? Do I have to take certification? Do I need a PhD? Do I need a master's? This type of questions. Okay, so number one, you're about to start data science journey. You have to change your mindset. If you say that I'm not good at math, start saying that I'm going to learn math and be good at it, so I can be a good data scientist. If you say that I don't like programming, well, maybe because you haven't learned it in a correct way. Maybe your professor wasn't a good professor. Maybe you learned a programming language was boring, and here you're going to learn Python or R, and Python and R, they're actually easy programming language. Okay, now all these things your mentor is going to tell you. So number one, change your mindset. Remove all this from your mind and start from scratch, from the beginning. Okay, why did I say journey? In journey there are like step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, 4, 5, and then you reach your destination. Data science is like this. You have a bunch of skills, you're going to learn it, and at the end you'll become a data scientist. Now how long the journey? Are there any obstacles in the journey? It all depends on you. Okay? Number one, this is what I tell my students when I mentor them. Change your mindset, remove all the questions, stick with me. Me as a mentor, my job is to make the journey easy and to take you step by step. So, we are done with number one. Go to the number two. Pick a niche. What do I mean by pick a niche? Now, when we say data science is an umbrella term, which means it's a general thing. Okay? According to some companies, data science means machine learning engineer. For other company, it might means a business analyst. Now, they all use data. All these job or titles, they all use data. But in some way, in different way. Business analyst might use more data visualization, and machine learning engineer uses more math. Data analyst doesn't use math, they only use statistics. Data scientists, they use math and the statistics both. So each title has its own skills, but they do overlap because they all use data and they all share the same goal, which is improving the business. Okay, so when I say pick a niche, do you want to become a data scientist, or you want to become a data analyst, or you want to become a data engineer? I had a student who was Oracle developer, and he had bunch of certification from Oracle, OCA, OCP, whatever. And he was like, I love databases, and I heard about that data science term, and I was like, why not become data scientist? I mean, I'm still using data. So when I started asking him, turned out he was already good in managing the databases and data warehouses and stuff like this. So I took all his skills and I tried to match the skills from these titles: data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, machine learning engineer, and stuff. I found out that data engineer is more suitable for him, from the skills, I mean. So I told him that, are you interested in becoming data engineer? You're still in the field of data. For some companies, they do put you in the umbrella of under the data science department or section. So when he saw the skills in data engineer and between Oracle developer, there were like bunch of 2 or 3 things he needed to learn. The other things he already knew from becoming an Oracle. I mean, he was already Oracle developer, like 8 years experience. So he was like, I want to try data science. I'm like, okay, cool, go ahead, try. He tried it like for 7-8 months and it didn't work out. Then he went back to that data engineering, started to reading some books, take some courses, and yeah, he was good at it. So first of all, pick a niche. You want to become a data scientist? Go and check the skills of data scientists and see which one you have. If you know programming, good. You are a Java programmer, well, in data science, we can't do data science with Java, but we usually require Python or R. So you're gonna end up learning a new programming language. Okay, now before you pick a niche, remember that when I say math, statistics, databases, programming languages, all these things, these aren't data science. These are tools or skills which are inside of data science. Data science is basically we use data to extract information from big piles of data in order to improve business. Again, data science basically means that I'm going to extract useful information from big pile of data in order to improve my business. Now, in order for me to do that, I need some skills. And those skills are what I just said: math, statistics, programming language. Okay? So, number 2, pick a niche. it is fine. Most of the people, they cannot learn data science, or for some reason, so they end up learning data analyst. And obviously, not obviously, but most of the time I did see that data analysts, they are already data analysts, and they wanna change their career into data scientist. And data analysts and data science, they do overlap in a lot of skills, and like only 3 skills or 2 skills, and you can become a data science. One of these skills are math. Okay, so pick a niche. Check. You want to become a data scientist? Okay, let's say you want to become a data scientist. You want to become a general data scientist, or you want to become a data scientist in, let's say, digital marketing and finance and healthcare. We will come to that later on. Okay, so first pick a niche. Number 3, pick a roadmap. I didn't say source, just like the one I just showed you, which are Coursera, EDX, and whatever. I said roadmap. Why? Because here, if you remember, it's a roadmap. It's a journey. So roadmap means there are data science books, there are data science bootcamps. We do have academic certification, masters and PhDs, and now there are bachelors in data science. We have online courses. We have online bootcamps. This one obviously is going to be offline bootcamps. We have YouTube tutorial, just like the one you're watching right now. And we have articles. I do love articles. You have to check Medium and toward data science. And you have something called peer learning. I mean, you're about to learn data science, so why not make a friend who also want to learn data science, or who is an expert in data science, and join a Facebook group or Telegram group and start learning. You do, people, they do that. So pick a roadmap. If you are one of those people who like an offline bootcamp, so you can meet people, attend offline courses, take your laptop, go to a place and sit and learn and make friends and stuff, go ahead, do that. This is mythis, is great for that. Okay, let's say you are one of those people who learned by reading books. Well, O'Reilly Books and Pact Publishing, they do have amazing courses in data science. Maybe you are an academic person, you want to take masters and PhDs, become college professor. Go ahead, take masters. Or so you're someone like me, you like online courses because they're affordable and not expensive, just like PhDs and offline boot camps. So online course, in Udemy you can get a decent course in data science in $10. And I did review a lot of Udemy courses in the field of machine learning data science in my channel. You go ahead, check it out. We have online boot camps like DataCamp and DataQuest. YouTube is free. A lot of good courses and YouTube tutorials. Okay, don't go with the tutorial. Go to the tutorial if, let's say, you forgot something and you wanted to remember, like you forgot how to make a histogram in Seaborn. So go ahead and watch the YouTube video. But if you want to learn, pick a roadmap. Now, books, basically, they have chapters and sections, and they do take you section by section. Okay, boot camps, offline and online, they will take you from the beginning, from zero, and they will gradually go up and up and up. Improve. Okay, start with the Python, and then Python and data analysis, Python data visualization, learning machine learning basics and stuff like this. Okay, articles are like YouTube. You forgot something, you want to review something, go ahead, read. Peer learning is basically, if you have any questions, you can just go and write down the post and someone else will come and answer it. You have Quora. I think Quora is a good place. If you have any question, just post it there and an expert going to come and answer you, just like Stack Overflow. So pick a roadmap. Pick the one that suits you. Okay, there's also Data Science Dojo. They do provide offline and online data science bootcamp. So pick a roadmap and stick to it. Number 4, take your time in learning the fundamentals. I think, yeah, this one is the last slide. What do I mean? I mean by take your time in learning the fundamentals. Here, when you're going to, let's say you're going to start with data science. Let's just go back, and you're going to start with DataCamp. Where is DataCamp? Yeah, here. Let's say you're going to start with DataCamp, and you're going to start with data scientist with our career track. Here we have 22 courses. Each course actually is 4 hours. Now 4 hours, one course, okay? One course is 4 hours. Now that doesn't mean you're going to learn in 4 hours one course. I mean, what do you mean by that? Okay, let's say you use a Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique, you allocate 20 minutes fully focused and learning something. After that, you take 5 to 15 minutes break, and then you come back, you have 10 or another 15 minutes to review what you learned here. So obviously you will be writing some notes. You study fully focused for 20 minutes. After that, you take from 5 to 15 minutes break. You don't look at the monitor or whatever. You don't check your mobile. You just go lay down and close your eyes. Take a break because you were learning. Your brain was functioning 20 minutes non-stop learning something, and then you come back and review what you learned here. Now if you're going to do that for a 4-hour course, now the course itself is 4 hours, but in order for you to learn it, it might take 8 hours. And let's see, there was something you didn't understand, so you went back and Googled it and tried to learn it. They were teaching you, let's say, how to do if and R. They didn't teach it really well. You didn't understand. You went back, you watched the video again, still. You went to YouTube, watched the video, still. You went on Medium, read an article. Okay, fine, now I understand. You go back to this course and you do it, and then you get the answers, and then you move on. This is usually how it's going to be. It's not like you watch a video and then you come to the exercise, you immediately going to know. I mean, at the beginning things will be easy, like hello world and stuff, but then it becomes a little bit hard. So it's gonna take you time. I mean, like one track usually takes me 13 to 14 months, one track like this, because I do take my time and learning the fundamentals, and I don't use only like this bootcamp. Like I go to YouTube, I read articles, like in linear, for example, when I was learning linear regression in R, I found an article on Medium which was explaining much better than the DataCamp video. So I went there, I learned it, I came back, I did the exercise, everything was working fine, jump to the next lesson. So take your time, don't rush it out. Now the problem on online bootcamps and offline bootcamps is that they have limited time, which is like 3 months, 6 months, and I'm telling you from now, they won't be enough. But again, that doesn't mean you're not going to learn. No, you're going to learn, but it will be condensed. They'll be like, come on, let's finish this. Come on. So if you are completely beginner, don't go with an online with offline bootcamp. Stick to the online bootcamp. Why? Because in online bootcamp, when I pay to DataCamp for 1 year, I can just, everything is recorded, everything is there. I can log in at night, morning, anytime I want. The courses are there, the videos are there. So as long as my subscription is live with the DataCamp, I have access to DataCamp, I have access to the resources. Unlike offline bootcamps, they are limited. The certificates aren't that strong either. So I would recommend with an online bootcamp. Okay, and take your time learning the fundamentals. By fundamentals, I mean programming language, Python or R. I would recommend Python. I know both, but I would recommend Python. Go with Python. Learn statistics from the beginning. You see, there are a lot of things. For example, I had one student who hated math and statistics, and I told him, "Why do you hate math?" He said, "In schools they let him memorize the equations, and he was just applying them without even knowing how in real life are this type of functions and formulas are used, and he didn't like to do the calculation manually." I was like, okay, first of all, in data science you don't have to memorize the equation, you just have to know what to do in which scenario. For example, if you want to predict a number, then use linear regression. We have something called EDA, which means exploratory data analysis. So in EDA we use statistics like mean, median, mode. And when we're going to use it on data, we're going to know that what does mean means, and median means, and mode means. So we're not going to do it manually because we're going to use Python. So here you don't have to do it manually. You hated to doing manually, so here you don't have to do it manually. 2, you don't have to memorize an equation because Python will do it for me. You just have to understand what does mean, median means, and that's it. So no equation and formula memorization. You don't have to do it manually, and now you can see it in real life. Problem solved. And he started actually loving statistics and math because now he knows how in real life they work. Same thing for programming. Most of the time you'll be using Python as a tool to do data science. We're not going to build a system from scratch. We're just going to do a model, and then later on we'll send it to the software engineer. He's going to embed or take the model, put it inside the system. So there are a lot of things that at the beginning we all had the questions like, is it hard? Is data science hard? What type of skill should I learn? Do I need PhDs or masters? All these type of questions. Your mentor should make things clear for you. Unfortunately, I didn't have a mentor, and I had a bad one who wasted 7 months of my life. But later on, I started learning by myself and found out. So take your time learning data science. Okay? Don't rush it out. These are the fundamentals. You're going to learn the fundamentals. This type of track, like the one that you're seeing right now, data science with R, they will teach you the basics, like fundamentals in R, intermediate in R, machine learning in R, little bit NLP and deep learning in R. They'll teach you fundamentals, and you will graduate from this track as a general data scientist who knows the basics. And later on, you can just take an advanced course in, let's say, digital marketing in data science, accounting in data science, HR in data science. Any place they have data, you can apply data science there. Okay? So let's just recap. Change your mindset, clear your mindset. You hate math, give data science another shot. You hate programming, it's fine. For that, I do have assessment, assessment test to see if data science is a good fit for you or not. Later on, I'll make another video for it, and I explain to you. Okay? Change your mindset, clear your mindset. Start your journey with a clear mindset. Okay? Pick a niche. Make sure that niche is suitable for you. Pick a roadmap. You like reading books, go ahead, start with books. You like online bootcamps, go ahead. I would not recommend YouTube and articles as a roadmap. But I'm pretty sure you know why. I already explained that. At the end, take your time learning the fundamentals. Do not rush it out. Do not rush it out. Even if you are a Python programmer, let's say you are a Python programmer in a web development. So you know Flask and Django, but you never used libraries like NumPy and Pandas and Seaborn. You never used this type of libraries. These libraries are usually used in data analysis and data scientist field. Even if you are a good Python developer, which means you do have the fundamentals of Python, which is if, loop, variables, boolean, data, whatever, data types and stuff. But you need to learn these libraries. So again, you're gonna end up learning more Python, even if you are a good Python web developer. Get it? Don't say like, yeah, I know Python, go ahead, I'll jump immediately to the math or statistics. No. Take your time to learn the fundamentals, because later on when you are going to start applying machine learning algorithms, you're going to need all these fundamentals. And if you rushed out and you did not learn the fundamentals in the correct way, and there are a lot of gaps, you're going to face issues in understanding and applying machine learning. And then you'll be like most of the people who says machine learning is hard, data science is hard, I don't like it, it's a buzzword and whatever. But I'm not saying it's hard. Unfortunately, machine learning and data science, they required a lot of skills. They not required skills from the same field. They require skills from different fields. From business acumen, you need to know a little bit about business. I mean, as I said, in data science we are improving the business, so you need to understand about KPIs and all this acronym. You need to understand about business, you need to understand about databases, you need to understand about Python, machine learning algorithms, statistics and math. You know, these are like backbone of data science. One of these skills you have gaps, you're going to find difficulty in becoming data scientist or applying machine learning projects. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.